Okay, hi, it's Kathleen. I'm going to show you the uber fast basics. For those of you who are short on time, I'm not going to take 10 minutes to talk this time, I swear. Most important here is your artboard or your sheet. This is what's going to print out when you tell it to print or to send a PDF. Anything outside of this will not show up in that feature. You can make this bigger by pressing File, Document Properties. I swear to God, I'm like a flight attendant doing the safety video. But here you can change it to A4. It's automatic A4 or US letter. I think it's usually A4. A0, you can make it portrait or landscape. I like landscape. You can change your units to inches or millimeters, whatever you prefer. So most important is this arrow, which will select things. This here, which is editing path by nodes. We haven't got any nodes yet because we have nothing on it. If you see any errors or you don't know what's going on, down here tells you there's no object selected because there's no objects. So we can create an object by using this Bezier curve. Ignore everything else, not useful. It's a click and point. This will make straight lines between the points. So say you want to do a curve, you can do it like this way and be very nitty gritty, or you can click and drag. But, what do you do with this thing? Oh my gosh, I don't want that curved. Press enter and it won't be curved anymore. I'm going to zoom in. You can zoom in down here or use control and scroll, whatever the Mac equivalent is. And then I'm just going to keep on my happy little way. And if you're done here and you don't want to close, good, you're done. Press enter, you are done. Click on this or F1. But if you're not done, you have to click on the Bezier curve again or Shift F6. And then it'll highlight and click to close. Now, if you're not seeing that highlighting, you are not having the snapping here on. This turns all the snapping on and off. You can individually check which one. I like the bounding boxes and the handles and the nodes, and you can choose whichever one you want, play around with it. This is just one that I find most useful. Okay, so now that you've done it, you want to edit this. Well, we can make it bigger or smaller by scrolling here, Control to keep the size ratio, or you can type it in up here. The XY is just the coordinates of where it is. I believe it's the lower leftmost corner. Remember math in high school? Yeah, that's the XY coordinates. The width and height here are set in inches. You can change it to percentage or millimeters. And then here is lock and unlock. I forgot to put this in the more detailed version. But you can change how tall it is and how short it is. Let's make it a little less wide, but I want to keep it the same height. For reasons unknown. Okay. So say you want to create a box. Boom, there. If you want to create it even, you press Control and you do that. So let's delete that and delete that. If you want to make this thicker, you do fill and stroke, which would be under, I think, yes, there we go. Object, fill and stroke. It should pop up here or as a separate window if you've totally messed it up, because I've done that before. You can change the color here, or you can include, say that's the fill. Hey, you don't want the fill? Click this X, or click up here and click X. It's not painted right now. If you want the stroke to be different, you either go here and change the color, or you press Shift and the color, which is not showing up because this is very, very thin. If you want to change the thickness, it's this last tab here, and you can increase to, let's go 5 points, and demonstrate the color change so you believe me. Ooh, that is super bright. Okay, now, say we want to rotate it. You can click once, click a second time, this will happen. You can rotate, oh, I am so sorry. You can rotate, and that's about it. If you want to clone or copy, standard copy, Control C and then Control V. You can flip it pressing H or V for mirroring. This is still taking the same amount of time. I keep forgetting to add things in. I'll just pick one of them. So let's say I mirrored it and see how it cuts it together. That's because I got this on. You can also individually move it by using the up and down buttons. And you can leave that as that. There's a more complicated one where I show you how to merge these together. And then last but not least, if you double click, or you click here, you can move these individual pieces. Oh, last bonus one, super fast, I promise. So if I clicked twice and I want to rotate it, you see where this crosshair is? Say I don't want to rotate it in the center. Say I want to rotate it on the corner, like you're rotating shoulders, for example. You just move the crosshair, and now it rotates on that crosshair. So I kind of discovered that by accident because I accidentally moved the crosshairs. Okay, so that's the quick version. If you want to save, you press here. If you want to export a PDF, you have to do a save as, and you change it to a PDF. Again, it will only show up, only the things that will show up in that one page will come as a PDF. You have to save each sheet total. If you're going to do tiling, you have to move it over. It's a pain in the butt. Illustrator does this so much better, but we're not doing Illustrator today. So good luck. Hopefully you can get more out of my more detailed rundown, but this was the quick version. Uber fast. Happened to be slower than my fast version. I'm going to stop talking now. Okay, thanks. Bye.